Hi guys, people always ask me, how come your YouTube videos look so gorgeous? Well, number one, my mom and dad are Tom and Giselle. Number two, beautiful lighting. Huh? Let's get into it. So I decided to make this short video because this would have been super helpful to someone like me when I was first starting out in the YouTube game. So if you're a future me, and if you are, I pity you greatly, this video is gonna help. Basically, this will tell you how a lot of the YouTubers get their lighting set up. In fact, this is how a lot of lighting setups are done. It's very simple. You either have one major light, you have 2-point lighting, or you have 3-point lighting. I will show you them very quickly and how I do it, and who knows, maybe even if you know all this stuff, you might glean some tips, you know, from some stuff I'm saying, or you just might like to see my face, right? Keep watching the video, just do it. So I've turned off every light in my studio, and we will start with the one setup. And here's the first light. Whoa, that was bright. Even though I knew it was coming, it still surprised me. So this is just one key light. I'm using a COB light. It's like an Aperture 120D's COB light, or a VL150 from Godox, which is what I'm using, or a Godox. I pointed at one because I have one in the back, or a Godox SL60W. That's also a COB light, and I have a nice softbox on top of it. Here, I'll just show you what that looks like. So here's the light right here, and this is my microphone in front of it. There is my camera right there, and this is the chair that I'm sitting in. So the softbox is just out of frame. I'm literally touching the edge of it right here. And as you can see, it creates a bit of a dramatic look because you have it off to the side. So it creates some shadows over here on this. So I look very serious. Oh, and you also, though, you don't have to leave it just like this. Put a little splash of color in the background. It don't cost much. Here we go. I'll show you. There you go. That looks pretty good. You just got one main light, a couple of little background lights, and these things you can get colored light bulbs for like $10, or those colored light strips. Just put a little splash of color back there, and you're good to go. I would recommend the Godox SL60W if you're first starting out and you're on a budget. You don't have to get one of these VL150s like I have, or the Aperture 120D. It takes the same type of modifiers and softboxes, so you will get a very similar look to this, if not exactly the same. And now let's move on to the second one, which is the 2-point lighting setup. So this lighting setup is just keep that major key light going, but add a little kicker coming down the other side so that you get a little bit of separation from the background by getting a little bit of light shining there on the top of your head and your shoulder. I have it on right now. Now I will turn it off, on, off. You see that little bit of light there on the hair? Watch, I'll show you. I'll turn off my key light. And you can see, there it is on my shoulder. Off, on, off, on. Well, you know how lights work, right? So that just creates a little bit of separation from the background, and it fills out your scene a little bit more. Let me turn on the colored lights again. A little bit of separation from the background, that makes a bit of a difference there. And you don't have to get an expensive light for that either. You know, just get a cheap light stand and you get one of those panel lights. I'll show you right now what I have set up here. So I'll show you what this looks like. The key light is in the same spot there next to the camera, but you swing around over here and I have a little panel light set up shining down on the back of my shoulder right there. That's a little panel light up there in the corner. So just look at my hair here in this part of my shoulder, and I will show you with all the lights on again. Now I'll turn it off. There you go. And now I'll turn it back on. Just that little bit of rim. Now we'll move on to my preferred lighting setup, the 3-point lighting setup, where I have one key light here, a fill light off to the side over here, and then that hair light is still coming in on the side here. So this is my fill light. See, it's on now, and I'll turn it off. And see, I like the fill light to fill in all those shadows. So what I do is, when I'm doing the 1-point lighting, I move my key light closer to the front. I don't angle it off so much. You know, right now it's angled off more like a 45-degree angle, and then on the other side, the other 45-degree angle is the fill light. When I'm just using the 1 key lighting or the 2-point lighting, I move the key light to closer to in front of me so that the shadow isn't so dramatic on this side. So if you're going to do 1 light or 2-point lighting, I wouldn't put this light off to the side so much. But here's what's great about the 3-point lighting is you can put that off to the side, create this dramatic shadow, fill it in just the amount you want. Then you have the kicker light over here. It's my favorite type of lighting. I got to turn on the background lights, full effect. Oh, that's better. Who doesn't feel better with a splash of douche blue back there? So let me show you how this actually looks. So this is how this looks. There's my camera, there's my chair. Off to about 45 degrees is my main key light. On the other side is my fill light. I have a little bit of diffusion there on my fill light. And then of course on the back, we have the kicker light for the hair light. So that's it, super simple. Pick one of these 3 methods of lighting and you will be well on your way to YouTube superstardom. You may not look quite as good as me. I mean, you know guys, genetics, am I right? I was born this way, baby. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. All right, see you again. Bye-bye.